Have you ever found yourself making a quick judgment about a person based only on what you can see, or perhaps a single careless comment overheard in passing? Have you ever dismissed someone as foolish, simply because their actions look different from what you expected? True wisdom often dwells quietly, beneath the surface, away from the gaze of those always searching for applause or easy answers. It is a lesson told and retold, transcending kingdoms, generations, and hearts. In a kingdom flush with prosperity and intrigue, there lived a minister whose intellect shone like a lighthouse along stormy shores. His loyalty was steadfast, his honesty impeccable. The king himself trusted him above all, leaning on his counsel for every judgment, every decree. But, as so often happens with the brightest among us, envy gathered in shadowy corners, eager for an opportunity to dim his light. One morning, the grand hall was abuzz. Courtiers in silk, scribes hunched over scrolls, soldiers lining the walls. The king's gaze swept the room before settling upon the minister, his tone suddenly edged with mischief. He spoke loudly enough for all to hear. The words sliced through the air. "Minister, you are wise, but your son, he is a fool. I ask him a simple question every day, and he never gives me the right answer." A hush fell over the room, broken only by the shifting of robes and the faint scratch of quills. The minister, caught off guard, wrinkled his brow in concern and confusion. "Your Majesty, why do you say my son is a fool?" he asked, hoping perhaps for a misunderstanding to be revealed. The king's lips curled in a knowing smile. "Every morning in the marketplace, I meet your son. I place before him 2 coins, one of shining gold, one of gleaming silver, and I ask, which one is more valuable? Each time, he points to the silver coin and says it is the greater prize." The king laughed, and as if on cue, the entire court echoed his laughter, the sound rippling out in waves of mockery. On returning home, the minister was troubled. He summoned his son, hungry for answers. When the young man entered, the minister wasted no time. "Son, which is worth more, gold or silver?" The question seemed to require no thought at all. "Gold, of course, father." The answer was spoken calmly, matter-of-factly. "Then why, before the king and all his retinue, do you keep choosing silver?" "You've made a mockery of our family," the minister pressed, frustration and worry thick in his voice. His son did not reply with apology or embarrassment. Instead, he beckoned his father into his modest room, where a small wooden box lay in the corner. With gentle hands, he opened the lid. Inside lay a glimmering pile of silver coins, each one placed there morning after morning. He spoke with quiet conviction. "Father, the king enjoys his little riddle. Each morning I choose silver, knowing he'll laugh and the court will join in. In return, he hands me the coin. If I ever answer gold, admitting what I know, the game ends. The coins stop, the king loses his amusement, and I lose the chance to collect these." His eyes twinkled, not with pride, but with an understanding far beyond his years. Sometimes, the wisest answer is not the obvious one. He wants the game more than the right answer. In that small, unadorned room, the minister realized the greatness in his son's restraint. Wisdom, he saw, need not parade itself or claim the highest perch in a crowded room. Sometimes, it whispers, content, patient, and unwavering. Books may teach facts, but life teaches humility and nuance. From then on, when the court snickered and whispered about the minister's foolish son, the minister merely smiled. He understood what they did not. Some lessons are buried too deep for the shallow waters of public opinion. Some games are played for reasons invisible to the boisterous crowd. Not all wisdom seeks the validation of others, and not every display of ignorance is truly foolish. So as you ponder this simple tale, consider the quiet souls around you. Those who may move against the current, who answer slowly, or who seem to laugh at things others cannot see. The world may mock what it is too hasty to understand. But often, those who laugh the loudest understand the least. True intelligence does not crave applause. It persists quietly, choosing thoughtful action over empty performance. If you have ever felt misunderstood, if your way of thinking sets you apart and others question your choices, draw comfort from this story. There is power in silent persistence, in playing the long game, in knowing that not all intelligence wears a crown or shouts from rooftops. Sometimes, wisdom is choosing silver day after day when the world expects gold, because you alone see the bigger picture, so do not be quick to defend yourself against laughter or judgment. Remember that true brilliance seldom demands recognition. It does not burn out in a single flash, but glows steadily, illuminating paths unseen by the crowd. The next time someone judges you harshly, or when you feel out of step with the world's noisy chatter, think of the sun and his patient collection of coins. Let them laugh, let them question. Only you know your journey, your reasons, your quiet strength. May this gentle lesson linger with you. A reminder that real wisdom needs neither defense nor applause. Share it with someone who, too, walks in quiet confidence. And the next time you witness a moment of quiet strategy mistaken for folly, smile. Because you know, the future belongs not just to those who shout the loudest, but to those who think the furthest. Until next time, trust your quiet wisdom, honor your silent victories, and cherish the lessons that echo even when words fall away.